I advise, I advise everybody that is maybe thinking of sitting in Mel's chat to watch episode 3, because that's the stage that y'all are at. Okay, that's the stage that y'all are at. All right, so I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna educate you. All right, I'm gonna educate you.
Sure, I was good, and we talked about Germany, and like you really just made me feel like I wasn't just a box hopping like people said. I'm just trying to see what group.
I used to come in your lives and chat with you, but I don't think you ever, like, I don't know if you remember me, but I would come in, like, your lives and be like, hey, girl, and, like, comment and, like, message every now and then, but you might not ever remember me, but I would come in your lives and watch you. I mean,
I really don't care.
Because a lot of my comments get filtered, but
that's
how you were.
But,
I didn't even get freaking acknowledged.
I got acknowledged a couple of times with Victoria.
I was going to message y'all earlier because somebody said that I was trying to go into different groups and just see which one would accept me. But then y'all had found out y'all were talking about things that you had, and then I was going on.
So just so everybody knows, this is hashtag patterns, okay? How many people in the chat have been in this pattern with Victoria, where she looks for somebody to a group that will look past her shitty behavior, if you will. Right? But there's something specific I want to address, right?
And dry begging for those things. And I was like, I really want to know, does anybody feel like I've ever asked you for anything? Because I know I complain about it.
Energy is currency. I don't know who needed to hear that, okay? Energy is currency. Right now, y'all are providing, okay, something for her. Do you understand that? A backbone. That's what y'all are providing.
Really not. And you've been here with us for months now.
Don't give a fuck.
Not realize that you've been with us since last year.
Don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
Not a flaxseed.
Like for months.
You know? Victoria.
Like,
I'm addicted to
so
this.
you don't have nothing to worry about. And honestly, Victoria, if somebody wants to use all your information to make money, first of all, you can sue them for doing that.
Halt! Where's my legal people at? First and foremost, in order for Victoria, I'm telling you, I'm addicted to them. In order to Victoria to be able to sue me, okay, that information would have to be false. You understand that? Otherwise, I operate under what is called fair use, right? As long as I'm telling the truth, there's nothing that can be done. Mahalo, did you get my email? Nada. You understand that? Let's continue.
Money,
set my kids up a hedge fund is what I said. I don't give a damn about that money.
Yeah, they want to get into like a private thing and then being charged for it and stuff like that. Sorry, but that is illegal.
Nobody. Yeah, I get sued all the time. I get sued all the time because this is what people, misinformed, uneducated people, I guess it's fucking strange to me, but I figured that we could do a little bit of education, okay? Now, I break this down at least once every 6 months, okay? The elements of defamation, she doesn't meet them. Do you need me to repeat that? She doesn't meet them.
I know.
Not allowed to use anybody else's like back past and everything and get.
Where the fuck are you getting this information? What? Mouthy bitch. That's her nickname. Mouthy bitch.
Chat and you guys start watching like it's a fucking movie. No.
Especially not under the guise of, you're an online journalist, right? Mm-hmm. Come on, Emmy, let's go to bed.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy.
Y'all are big mad about my press pass and my ability to fucking run background checks that anybody in the country can run. Simple. It's super easy. I don't know what prevents y'all from fucking putting a name in the search bar. It's weird to me.
It's how people, accidentally say shit like that.
Yeah. No, but,
Also, let me be... I'm telling you, just so everybody understands, my words are very intentional. Okay? A lot of times, you'll see me pause and think about what I want to say. Because I mean the words that I say. Quite literally. Hi, Shell.
Person was never a fucking journalist, so they say it, they would never. Nope, not at all.
Yep.
You
contracting company, maybe, but not a fucking journalist.
And you don't know a fucking thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, and just so everybody is clear,
I think, you know what I think? I think that since you're from Brooklyn, maybe we should see if we have mutual friends. Maybe then, hi Jersey friend, how you doing? Maybe then you could get some fucking accurate information and stop embarrassing yourself on Beyonce's internet.
Not me talking out my ass. There was literally an email sent to home incarceration when I was on home incarceration of somebody calling themselves an
Hey, Victoria, why did you leave out the fact that you were blaming me? Yeah. Why did you leave out the fact that you were blaming me for emailing them before I emailed them? Don't commit felonies on house arrest. House arrest is a luxury. You belong in prison.
Journalist.
Hey, Isaac.
It's embarrassing.
Hey, Crystal.
It's embarrassing.
And that's ridiculous because they think that they can get in that way by saying that. And a journalist. I'm Victoria.
Hey, Isaac. Where you been?
I had to go because my client decided to. Well, anyway, it got ugly, but my client is good now, so.
I don't really care about this.
It's the same one that was screaming last month about his video game.
I know.
Anyway.
Oh, you okay though? Everything okay?
I don't
You're
really
not
care
hurt or
about
anything, are you?
this shit, to be
No,
honest.
stabilization's here.
All
so
right,
I just,
definitely can't spell journalist. What up, Beans? You getting any trouble today? Did y'all see the video I posted on YouTube with her post? Girl, do you know what a comma is? Like punctuation in any way, shape, or form? Or you can't even spell innocent, but you're on TikTok giving fucking legal advice? The fuck? It's wild to me. Crazy. It's crazy to am I wrong? Please tell me if I'm wrong. You know? I don't really care about the rest of the group because the truth of it is the truth doesn't change. Right. An innocent person's trail. You're right. Okay. I was just making sure. I don't know. CJ. Yeah. Hi, babe. Listen. I did. I think TikTok shop sells attorneys. Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I don't think there's many people in this box that could afford an attorney. I will say it. I'll spell it out for you. I do not break laws. Okay? I work very much within my legal ability. Do you understand? That's why I don't follow Victoria around, because that would be considered harassment. I could promise you that you in the box, mouthy bitch, you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. Number one, it would cost her $30,000 to try to sue me and fucking lose. Do you understand that? She doesn't have her house stable. She doesn't have $30,000. Hi, WTF. I would love to see her try. Also, Victoria, you posted a video last night saying that you were done. I just started, but I'm not going to be very long. You were done, and then you made another video today going on and on and on. Let me, there was also a comment on Reddit. Somebody asked me how I verified proof. By recording the phone calls. I know, that's right, Jody. That's how. By recording the phone calls, which is why the voice filters were used. They're not AI. There's voices behind that I will protect from you. Period. Okay? So does anybody have any questions about it? There are voices behind those filters. Period. Done. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. I also happen to know, okay, that y'all in these boxes. Hi, Goose. How are you? Y'all in these boxes, y'all. It's crazy. I totally recommend you watch episode 3, okay, because that's where y'all are with the manipulation. I bet that she's gaslighting the shit out of you in your DMs, sending paragraphs, lying to y'all. Okay, I know that's right. It's freezing out today. Okay, one long run-on sentence. How would I know that? Patterns, y'all. Hashtag patterns, and it will get you every time. Okay, so you know, it's embarrassing, isn't it, Kendra? And by the way, Kendra, you were right. You were right. Thanks, guys. Leslie, isn't it strange, though? Like, at least if you're gonna... if you are going to try to be a TikTok attorney, can you at least look that information up first? Or no? You just loud and wrong. And then you wonder why people just roll their eyes and fucking laugh at you. You're wrong. You're wrong. You want to, you listen, I know, Kendra. You can't, you know. Yeah, CJ. And this isn't, this is another problem that they really don't understand, is it is still very much a current. It is still very much a current. You know? It's weird to me. The amount, listen to me. You're probably right, WTF. Hi, Bunny. If it were me, right? If it were me, and my children were removed from my care for 3 years, I wouldn't be on this fucking internet. I would be spending every waking second trying to make amends to my children instead of doing the exact same shit that caused the problem in the first place. Potato, potato. You know? It's weird. It's strange. But there's no changed behavior there. Same, Anya, same. And I was trying to answer my comments before I came live. I'm struggling, but I'm working on it, right? And that's what's so crazy to me. Yeah, I don't give her grace. I actually, you know what's the ironic part is if she actually stopped being a narcissist, you know, she'd probably learn something, you know. And when she's not live, she is in Discord on hours-long voice calls. I don't know if y'all follow Victoria Lies Exposed. But she did post a bunch of, oh, you know what? I could play them from here. Give me a sec. Where is it here? Here we go.
Girl, I don't care who she is. I know she's one of villain's people. But my point is that this entire bullshit is all because Villain thinks I owe her an apology. And no, I don't. Yeah. This is one big fucking toddler tantrum.
Okay, so just so we're all, hi Crimson, just so we're all on the same page here, you did owe me an apology. You did. It got to the point where we were past that, and I was going to drop it all anyway. I don't know. But I would rather be one of Villain's people than one of her people. You follow me? No? Is it just me? Can you, like, you know? It's weird. Who was that? That's Victoria, who very much did owe me an apology 6 months ago. You know, when she lied. Yeah. But my favorite part is this.
Shit is because you fucking lie and you go and talk shit about other people on the internet and you talk about their kids, but you think that it's okay for you, but it ain't okay for them. You go and you body shame others and you cry foul when it's done back to you. Why don't you take some fucking accountability for the messes that you create, Victoria? This entire bullshit.
Touchdown!
Because you fucking lie and you go and talk shit about other people on the internet and you talk about their kids, but you think that it's okay for you, but it ain't okay for them. You go and you body shame others and you cry foul when it's done back to you. Why don't you take some fucking accountability for the messes that you create, Victoria?
I haven't seen it. I've been super busy today. So I just want, just so everybody understands, okay, an apology would have stopped all of it. All of it. And I don't know about y'all, but if which I wouldn't, just so we're all on the same page, I would never. You either, right, Charlie? Would you ever lie about somebody like that? No, it's the ego. Girl, where does the ego come from? Like, who the fuck lied to you? Charlie, yeah. Right. Right. No, CJ. Listen, you lied about me. You're leaving that part out. Why? Hi, Kick Rocks. Why are you leaving that part out? You still, to this day, say Kim Rhea photoshopped that. Okay. Kim Rhea photoshopped that screenshot. No matter how many times I say Kim Rhea had nothing to do with it. I got the email, right? I said on video, the video that I posted about Lisa that night, I said I got an interesting email. I'll check into it tomorrow and we'll revisit this. Remember that? I know most of y'all remember that, right? The next day I had off and I did the vetting of the proof in the email because that's what I do. I verify the proof before I post it on the internet for the masses. Why? Because I want to avoid legal ramifications, right? Everything I post is verified. Everything. In more ways than one. Shocked face. Because if I put things on the internet, on my platform, guess what? That becomes my responsibility. Right? Now, Victoria, I don't know that you should talk about that when you were saying that Lisa was selling her body. Remember that? Do you remember that? Wild. It's wild how you could see misinformation when it comes to everything else regarding you. But when it's something you did, right? Pity Boys, you were in the box for that. You were in the box for that. Very selective. Her soft brain is very selective. So is her memory. Yeah. So, yikes. You know what I mean? So, good luck. Yeah, she did. She sure did. She sure did. Right. She attacked her kid too, saying that her kid did all kinds of shit. Y'all are going to wind up the same way everybody else does, right? Everybody else does. And let me be clear. I see you, B. Let me be clear. I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm not chasing people around. Oh, listen, 100%. 100%. And I was talking to somebody about this in DMs today, right? JP was in my boxes all the time, okay? All the time. When he publicly went to degrading women, I denounced it publicly. Why? Because I'm not going to use my chat as a breeding ground for an abusive man. Not going to happen. So y'all need to think about what you're subjecting your people to. Kai, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. It's terrible. Terrible. And it's not gonna, listen, and the truth of it is, I'm not in the right account. You gotta give me a minute. The truth of it is
this is a big rich town.
That it's gonna end the same. If y'all don't want to see the patterns there, it's not my job. It's not my job. It's gonna be on you. It's not me. You know what I mean? And that's the truth of it. Listen to me. That's why, like I've said this before and I will say it again. That's why I don't chase people around. Because I know how it ends. Because the truth does not change. Never will. You could try to manipulate it. You can have an opinion on it, but the facts are always going to be the facts. That's why they always winds up in my DMs. Every time. So why do I need to chase you around when you're going to come to me anyway? Anybody have an answer for that? I'm sorry, Goose. I'm trying. I was logged into my public page. Facts don't... Exactly. I don't, you gotta give me a second. I don't know what you're referring to. Right, G-Cell. And that's another thing that people don't necessarily understand is that when you do things like that, that can be considered harassment. Texting, calling, going to her platform to leave comments for what? She's got her comment approvals on. Weak bitch shit. That alone tells you that you cannot face the truths. Hi. That alone, it tells everybody what you're afraid of. Everybody. That's not my problem. I know how it ends. Y'all are going to see the truth. A day late, if you ask me. I think that the damage is done. But I'll be damned. I'll be fucking damned if my real friends have to walk away from me, okay, because of somebody I keep in my box. So now I question your intentions, your motives. Why? Because if you, the people that you thought were your friends are telling you I can't have ties to this, there's a reason. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Oh, my bad. There's a reason. It's not my problem. It's never going to be my problem because guess what? I did not abuse my children. I didn't do that. I saw that somebody posted something to Victoria's Reddit last night thinking they were doing something with the screenshot, right? See, this is the difference between people like me and people like y'all. If there were anything that I was ashamed of, why the fuck would I be writing a book Does that not occur to y'all? Hi. That doesn't make you think. But you took a screenshot. Why didn't you post the whole video? You know it's still up, right? Just a screenshot out of context, thinking you were doing something, and then when I called you out for it, poof, deleted. Strange. Hi, Roddy Mama. Hi, Banky. Tux the Queen, here's the thing. Could I be hateful? I sure can. I sure can. Am I? No. That's the crazy part about all of it. Is if Victoria could just let her fucking ego down a little bit and listen, she might be a better person. She has no interest in being a better person, y'all. And that's just the truth of it. It sucks, but it's the truth of it. And I understand that people would look at that and be like, why wouldn't you want to be a better person? She doesn't. She doesn't think there's a problem. She doesn't see that these cycles that she's stuck in are all because of her. You understand? It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks that she's gonna have a bit of a, hey, Irish, how are you? She won't do the work. She'd rather be online. Why? She is unteachable, 100%. I say that all the time. It's unfortunate because everybody else knows how this goes, right? But she doesn't get it. She doesn't see it. She doesn't want to if she, let me be clear, if she really wanted to change, honesty would be the first step. Anybody think we got there yet? Hi, Kiki. It's crazy. So she runs to the only place that she can control the narrative, which currently is Mel's live and her DMs. I think that y'all would benefit from 3 because that's where y'all are at. And guess what? In 3 weeks, in a month, when y'all block her, she's going to be crying about you like she did with Mandy. And what she did with Itty. And what she did with Nicole and B. And every other person that came before y'all. It's clear as day. It's wild that y'all can't see it. I would have never... Oh, I know. Tapping. I didn't see your videos. I do want to be clear. I just heard that you were dropped or something about the tank for the bearded, which I do want to... I don't know anything about beardeds, but when I heard the clip, I Googled it. And this girl was right. And listen, it's going to come up in 7. It's going to come up in 7, the animals. The animals are also part of 7. And she doesn't take good care of her animals either. Once they're frozen, it's sad. It's really sad. And thanks, Carol. And also, I just want everybody to understand, I am going to split 7, because I do want to address the situation with her husband, okay? So, I'll split it or I'll make it separate, and I'll figure it out, because I want to use her words. Amen, Mahalo. Amen. And she just recently lied, just so you know. Hi, Psycho Bunny. Just so you know, Victoria, last week when you were talking about, last week when you were talking about how your kid said something about the dog poop in the room, you lied. And I have proof that you lied. So, keep talking, you know? And this is why it doesn't affect me. Thanks, guys. This is why it doesn't affect me that she's holding these lives. Because I have proof. And that sucks for you. Because you're doing all this on the premise that you're being honest, right? Isn't that what your thing is? You're doing all these Q&Ls, to be honest? Truth never changes. And the truth of it is, the house was very unsanitary. Because it wasn't left to Victoria to clean. Right, Victoria? You want to talk about the meetup, the Tennessee meetup that you went to? Probably not, right? I wouldn't want to talk about it either. Thanks, guys. Right, even the outside. It's disgusting. Let's be real. Like, if people Google map your house and you could see the trash, that's a fucking problem. Right? That's a problem. And to chase big TikTokers. Hi, Christy. How'd that work out for you? Didn't take them very long to realize that you were an absolute and total piece of shit, huh? That sucks. That sucks. Be gross. Hi, Luann. Oh, you're good. She went to a meetup and left the kids home. And there was an infant in the house at the time. Did they have food in the house, Victoria, when you went? Did you leave them with money to take care of that or anything? I don't think you did. Still standing. The neighbors have done, I appreciate you guys, I just get sidetracked. The neighbors have done everything they can to kind of build a wall around their property, separating themselves from her. No, just them. Just them. She did. She did. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Tucks the Queen, that too. Still denies that, you know. She still denies a lot of it. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. I wanted to take today off. You see Papa? Papa. I see you. Look. I don't know. I didn't really look into all that, y'all. But I can't. It's a lot, and I do want to, because there are serious. Riley and I were discussing it the other night. There is serious. Okay, there are serious discrepancies in the lies that she's told about meeting her husband. Maybe you shouldn't have given like a timeline for me to break it down, you know? I'm pretty good at that. Those are things that I'm good at. Timeline of behavior and noticing discrepancies in things. I don't know why. I just am. It's just things that stick out to me. I don't know why. Well, listen, if we have video of her nodding in June, it's not that hard to tell. Also, how many addicts are in the chat? Can I get like an approximate 441 numbers? Thanks, guys. 400. How many people are addicts or in recovery or, you know, that kind of stuff? Okay, so real quick, I just want to know, does everybody in the chat, I'll wait for the chat to catch up. Sorry, I shouldn't have thought that. But I am proud of every single one of y'all, okay? I am proud of every single one of y'all that actually think, value recovery and understand what it means for us, okay? Now, let me ask you a question. Muscle relaxers and an opiate, what is that going to do to you? What effect would that have on you? Yeah, hi Janelle. He's a good boy. What would it do to you? What would it mimic? Good. Just checking. I was just making sure. He just wants to lick my face, y'all. Right. Okay. Not break. Classic. Look at what I did. Quit it. Yeah. It's so like. Sorry, y'all, I did that. But if you weren't around for the Ashy Cat days, nod breaks were a frequent occurrence. So off. That's a queen. right. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one that would like see that. I know, I'm sorry. It was a perfect segue. And then somebody in the chat, Tux Queen, said photosynthesis. And I do want to be clear here, y'all. I do not view prescribed. I am a firm believer in we are not martyrs, right? If you are prescribed, hi Rose, if you are prescribed a medication and you take that medication responsibly, that's not what I'm talking about. Right? That's not what I mean. And I get it because I lean towards strictly non-narc myself. But because of my kidneys, right? I do very rarely come into times where I don't have a choice, right? But it happens. So I understand that. I am not talking about that, right? But you also got to remember, this comes up in 7. This comes up in 7. For a long time, right? And some may be familiar with this, right? When you have CPS involvement, right? And, oh, Gen X, how are you doing? If Ahmad sees that comment, reply, let me see it. I one time went 13 days and then went back. Yeah, I feel you. I know it's hard. I tried that and it did not end well. And I wound up stretching the taper out for a really long time. But if you're good, let it go. Let it go. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, when you have CPS involvement, right? And you have a legal prescription, right? It is very hard for them to differentiate, right? So a lot of times CPS, it's like a negative on your on a screen, right? To me, it's just more addict behavior. Just my opinion. And Gen X, I feel you. What was it, like 2 years ago I did that? It was August of 2022. And I made it 12 days. I was in rough shape. Elaborate for what? Elaborate on what? Right, Elizabeth, exactly. Right. I was in rough shape and I struggled with it, but I had to. So I just went back and stretched the taper out for like 8 months. So it was rough though. It was rough. And I don't necessarily say that lightly. I had a rough time. What is just more than that's a great question. What is just more than addict behavior? Addict behavior. Hi, selfie queen Cindy. Addict behavior. Not taking accountability. Dishonesty. There's a good one, right? Not denial is a good one. Seeking. If you follow me. Manipulation, huge one. Junkie stunts, right? Junkie stunts. Oh no, Savage, I'm sorry. Listen, addiction, if recovery was easy, why would any of us why would any of us have... No, that's not what I'm saying. Two different situations. I was talking about CPS. You could have a 100%, Cindy. CPS, you can have a case, and because you're on prescribed medication, it will be looked over. That's what I said. Wasn't me behavior. Yeah, two totally different things. They can. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, Riley. And I know that it is dangerous. It is dangerous, and it is really dangerous for anybody in recovery to want to mimic that. Because honesty is the cornerstone of everything we are. everything. You cannot just stay, like, that's not how it goes. It's just not. Because unfortunately, right, how many of us have been clean, right? And we started cutting corners here, cutting corners there, cutting corners there. Where does that end us? You lie about the small things, then you lie about the big things. So if you're already lying about the big things, where do you see yourself going? And I would challenge anybody to find a single statement where I say anything about wanting her to relapse. Good luck. I also would like to see me saying, what was it? I wanted her isolated. You are the company that you keep. No, but that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying you could be, that's not being clear. Did you change your addict behavior? Let that person comment, y'all. I didn't see the number, but I saw her say something about being on. Okay, so you changed the behaviors that came with addiction, right? I'm imagining you did if you've been sober that long. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying you can't live dirty and stay clean. That is what I'm saying. It'll never happen. Cutting corners and not... See, but people, places, and things, I go one way or the other with it, because I do think that when you are... What's the right word? I do think that when... Good one, Janelle. I do think that when you are determined, right? And there is a difference, right? I think that for some of us, we get clean for this one, or because of this. I do think that, okay... I do think that if you are doing the work, that focus shifts to something else. Does that make sense? We're talking about Victoria specifically. Well, not really. We're just talking about it. Yeah, he's always up my ass. And this is what I'm saying, is that even in my own life, right? I say it often where, like, before I got clean, listen, Janelle, we don't talk about that. Exactly, Riley, that too. Before I got clean, well, let's use the first time I got sober, right? I stayed clean for 3.5 years. Exactly, Cindy, that's what I'm saying, right? After I said, I'm not going to talk about this, usually trauma, right? It's usually trauma. I'm going to do this, and this, but I'm not going to do this, right? That never works. You can't, like, pick, well, I don't want to say you can't pick and choose, because you can, right? But that doesn't lead anywhere good, right? Relapse. Go back to treatment, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this, and this, but I'm still going to hold on to this, right? Relapse. So like every time I went further, does that make sense? Every time I chose to get clean, I went further and put more down. And I would also 1000%. Right, exactly. And that's the truth of it, Be Gross. You have to be selfish. And this is what, I've said this 1,000,000 times too. I don't feel sympathy for people that, what's the word? When I went to treatment, I was in treatment for 9 months. I was in treatment for 9 months. Okay? That was the last time. Because there was something missing. And until I felt like I had attained what I wanted, I wasn't ready to leave. Hi, Rose. So I don't necessarily feel like this, want to see sympathy. Maybe, no, sympathy, because it's empathy. I could empathize, right? But I can't sympathize for people that are not willing to go to any lengths. And if you can't even be honest, you got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. Right, that's what I'm saying. I did, the first time I got sober, I stayed a month, but that's why when I went back, I stayed. Like, I did halfway in IOP. I stayed in Florida for 9 months. So if I could understand that I had to take that 9 months away from my kids so that my kids had a mother at all, because I understood the gravity of what I was doing to myself. I understood that this is really before everything was F, but it was starting out that way. And like half of my friends were dead. Half of my kids' parents, like their friends' parents are dead. So I don't necessarily feel like there's got to be a point where we surrender, right? If you are still trying to control your addiction, you're not going to stay clean. Because you don't control addiction. Addiction controls you. That's why we're addicts. Right, exactly. Anya, I was so fucking sick because I SSA'd taper off of Doan. I was so fucking sick that I did fucking 8 days in detox. I didn't even really get sick until I was already in treatment. It's not easy to do the work to stay in recovery. But if it was easy, why would anybody... Oh, it is. No. It's comparable, Gen X. Because that's how I felt. When I just took myself off, I give you credit. The one thing I will say, stay away from Benadryl. Benadryl will increase RLS. There is this spray that I found towards the end of my addiction, because that for me was always the worst, was the legs. I can't take it. It's like they just bark for no reason. It's a spray. This shit was a godsend. Thank you. It was the best thing. And I didn't find it. It's homeopathic. I didn't find it until like the end. Dr. King's Restless Leg Spray. Benadryl induces RLS. You spray this shit in your mouth and you're fine in seconds. Yeah, same, Candy. This stuff, if you have restless legs, this is the best shit that I've ever seen. Right, see, that's how it is for me, Luna, because that's what prevents me. Honestly, when I SSA'd off Doan, I didn't sleep for a month. And like when I say that, I mean it. GNC, I think I got it. Hold on. There is a more one that I found at CVS or like Walmart. It's called Highlands for Restless Legs. That's like a tablet that you would put under your tongue, but this spray blows that shit out of the box. I don't know, Bama. I just know that as far as any type of detox that gives restless legs, this shit was amazing. I know, Gen X, it's terrible. Dr. King's RLS spray. Yep. Somebody just put in the chat. Can I pin it? I'm telling you. Oh, it did help. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I got a thingy. Hold on. Yeah, see, I don't know. Right. That stuff, fire. It, and I was like, I found it like at the ends of my addiction. Oh, no problem. Requip does help restless legs. Clonidine, The problem with Clonidine is my blood pressure runs super low. No, he's scratching at the blanket so he could get under it. I don't think it's expensive, but hold on. Why can't I find it? This one's not available. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, see, it's a rough one. I know it is. Hold on. This is a different one. eBay. Vitacourse has it. So Clonidine did work for me, but because my blood pressure is so low, they don't want to give it to me, because that's ultimately what it is it's a blood pressure medication. But I swear by that stuff. I'm telling you. And I was like, why the fuck didn't I find this 4 years ago? Because I wasn't going through withdrawal as much, towards the end. Oh, you're welcome. I swear by it. I swear by it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's rough. No, Christina, I've been super busy. Oh my goodness, Trinity, I get it. This stuff works. That stuff, oh, you're good. The not sleeping, honestly, if I could get through the not sleeping, I would have no problem with the withdrawal. But it's the not sleeping. Clonidine, yes, two very different medications. Thank you, Lily Grace. Clonidine is a blood pressure medication. But off-brand, it does work really well for withdrawal. Like, if you go to a detox, they'll probably giving you Clonidine. But I think that I was the same way. If I could get through, but with the zone kick, I was sick for a month. I literally shook like this. Literally. I lost... right, the not sleeping, if I could sleep, but that's how I figured out that the Benadryl was no good. Because it made my restless legs so much worse. I don't care about none of that, because I lived in the shower anyway, but the restless legs was the worst part for me. Magnesium is good for Charlie horses. So are bananas. Put a bar of ivory show. Yeah, Boopy, I swear, I'm telling you, try it. And what I liked about it is it wasn't like, can somebody type it out? Yeah, that was me. I'm telling you, I was the same way. It's called Dr. King's spray for Restless. It's, hold on, where'd it go? Dr. King's Restless Leg Symptom Relief, right? I used to get it at GNC, but I will say this. Other ones, I know, Gen X, I know. I feel for you, because I was rough. If you can't find that in stock, there's another one called Highlands. Hold on, let me find it. I'll find it so that, this one is a tablet. I'm sorry. This one is like normally found in CVS and stuff. Highlands Restful Legs. Hold on, my CVS account is popping up. This is a tablet, right? And it does dissolve rather fast. I just found the spray to be more effective. So if you can't find it, it will work. But the spray was, that's what sucks. Let me see if I could find it somewhere. I found it at Vitacourse. But I think that when I went to look, it wasn't available. I think that, wait, here's one. Hold on. Let me see if I could get it. Let me get the website. Fred Meyer, MEYER.com. Nope, it's not available. I wish I remembered. Hi, Sin. Hi, Val Pal. I wish I remembered. Requip does work, but it's prescription. Daily Med? Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Maybe that'll... No, go back. Sorry. That's what I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. In Vitacourse didn't have it. I saw that. And I know that Dr. King had other... Yeah, it's out of stock. I see it. Maybe find the ingredient bar. Because the ingredients got to be available, right? So if you find... Oh, wait. No, that's a different one. Yeah, it looks like it might be out. So if you try to find... It looks like a lot of the products that were them what are out. Listen, Erica, when I got up today, I was my back really doesn't... It's a controlled substance for anxiety. There is a TheraWorks that might work. What does the bottle look like? That's what I'm saying. If you find the ingredients of it, right? And you try to find a similar... Here's another one. But this is... Oh, maybe that's why. Hold on. I think the package changed. No. Right. If I've never tried, I can't say for me, right? I just know what that this worked wonders for me. The other one did work too, but I see that there are other... Here's another one. So, and this is a spray. Hold on, let me see if I could pull it up. What's the website? The website is Health. Oh, it's New Zealand. Maybe that's why. I haven't taken anything. Hi, Cal. I haven't had to take it in a long time. But I did get it back then, that August, when I came off, or tried to come off. I did use it. I had to have it shipped like overnight. So I would imagine that there's something similar. I mean, if you could go to a doctor and be honest with your medical provider, I would ask for Clonidine. That's what I find to be most effective. That actually doesn't work for me at all. That's the most effective for withdrawal. So if you have a good relationship with your doctor, I would try to do that. Because I tried, but because my normal blood pressure, y'all, is like 80/60, okay? So they don't, right, but they don't like to provide people like me with that because it does lower your blood pressure, right? So I bottom out, and then I'm like crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. So then you should be able to get it with no problem. Seroquel, the first time I took Seroquel, I slept for 18 hours. There you go. Thank you, April. I was like, yeah, I feel for you, because that is the worst. It really is the worst. I feel really sorry for anybody that deals with that. I'm sorry, we got super distracted, but... Right, yeah, right. 143 Katie. So when I was in treatment the first time, right, at the time, I was on Lamictal. Absolutely, 1,000%. At the time, I was on Lamictal, and the Clonidine, and they used to send us home with the meds, right, to the apartment. And I went to the apartment, and I wasn't paying attention and just dumped the meds out and swallowed them. So I took 2 of the Clonidine. And I was not well. Not well. And I, like, because they looked the same, I just poured them out and threw them in my mouth. What? I really don't take anything anymore. And that's another thing. I was on head meds for most of my life. But when I got clean and I did all the work that I needed to do in order to get all that clutter out of my mind, I've never taken anything for mental health. Yeah, no, I was the same way. There wasn't a medication, and I used to be super violent. It's been a really long time since I've done any of that. Right, me too. And I really don't, I don't know how to explain it, but it's all leads back, for most anyway, to trauma, right? Trauma is a huge thing. Let me go back. I actually, at the end of my mom, I constantly felt, I'm really not an anxious person, but I felt like I had like this big ball of anxiety, like in my gut. So the doctor prescribed me Buspar. It was like a Tic Tac. I'm like, this shit don't work. I still have the entire prescription. Hi, Donna. We just got off on a little tangent. You're good. What is everybody eating? I gotta eat something. My appetite didn't get any, but it doesn't work for me. It really doesn't. You're welcome. I hope it works. Yeah, Tiffany. She doesn't get it, huh? Yeah, Leslie, doesn't work. Oh, maybe that. Sweet chill. I don't know what I need. Right, it was bad. Brain zaps. No, Buspar did. I mean, you also got to remember, I'm an addict. Oh, be gross, maybe. I'm an addict, right? So that shit ain't gonna work for me. You know, if it works for you, I'm glad. But I want something, and I don't know. Right? Like, what are you doing? Oh, Lord. So just so everybody understands, I did say it, but I will repeat. The AI voice filters are real voices behind that those are real voices. I used the voice filters to hide who they were. You know, it sucks to suck. Princess Peach, I know, I'm dreading it. I was actually talking to a couple of people last night about it. Christy, is it working? Do you find it working for her? I don't think it's working for her, you know? Exactly. Okay. I was just checking. We got snow, but it disappeared the next day. It's not working, and it's really making it worse. And I could probably take the lives that she's done in the past 2 weeks and make a whole nother 2-hour episode, just so everybody understands how much I could continue if I wanted to. And I said that in my comments as well, that I could have put every example proving everything that I was saying. I very well could have had hundreds more examples, but I didn't want to be redundant. Right? And I did say that. I said I could, but these lives that she's doing, they're not doing her any good. It's really yeah, blue collar, and that's the problem she has, right? Is that, hi Pickles, is that I am people are gonna believe me when I say that it is somebody, I'll say, close to her. They're gonna believe me because we are in two different situations, Victoria. People know I'm not just gonna word salad shit to word salad shit. They know that if I'm saying it, it's the truth. That sucks for you. That sucks for you. It really does have to really suck that nobody it believes anything you say at this point. But you could keep trying, you know. Naps, I'm getting sued, Naps. Oh my God, I did see a clip of it. I know, Sloan Girl, and it's so sad. It really is so crazy to me. I can't imagine. Yeah, I'm being sued. Victoria's gonna sue me for a hedge fund for her children. Yeah, there you go. Something to look forward to. I almost fell out the chair when I heard that. Hi, Give a Tuck. I was like, you know. Yeah, right. Yeah, wild. It's wild. I am taking a break when I'm done with Victoria. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna, no, absolutely not. You think, come on. Also, somebody should tell them that there's elements of defamation that she would have to reach in order. Hi, April, how are you? In order for it, she would file it and it would be thrown. You're right, right, Bella? Because that's what she did prior, right? You know. Yeah, Chrissy. Defamation is not the truth. Also, it doesn't just have to, it wouldn't have had to just be a lie, okay? I would have had to know it was a lie and then push it publicly anyway. Hi, so let's just ignore the fact that I have fucking 2,000 files sitting in Dropbox with your name on it. We're just gonna throw that out the window? You think that that's not the proof? Exactly. She would have had to have a good reputation in order to be defamed. Yikes. You know what I mean? It's weird. Yeah, it would never get into a court. I know that people that do this think that it's harassment. It's not. This is free speech, honey. Right? That this is me exercising my right as an American citizen to free speech. Because you know why? The truth is protected speech. That's weird. That's strange. She did. She told me, I don't give a fuck if you do a deep dive. Y'all remember? It would never work. It would never work. It's crazy to me. Naps any excuse. Yeah, I know. Listen to me. I'm just gonna be honest. I did go through. I didn't Valpal, but I'm working on it. I'm in between if I'm gonna split husband or put him into 7, but make a blatant cut when it's moving to the trauma, right? I know that's right, Lily Grace. It's crazy. I know. 5 of them, apparently, you know. Yeah, she did split it, right? I know, but so I'm thinking I could do it all in 7, right? But just put a very clear, like, gap with the trigger warning before I proceed. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking of doing anyway. Because I do want to make that timeline clear. You still started dating a minor. Period. It doesn't matter how you try to word vomit your way out of it. He was a minor. I know that's right. Period dot. What the fuck? 359 people. Does anybody know what period dot means? Does anybody understand what period dot is period.com. I heard it and I was like, but I don't understand what she was trying to go there. Also, just so everybody knows, Liar Boss is taking us back to 2020 and twisting up a bunch of facts about KB that have been public for 5 years. Let me thanks guys. Let me repeat. If people are in pursuit of becoming a better person, I don't give a fuck what they've done, unless it's child abuse. I just a little fucking line there in the sand, imaginary. Pineapples. Okay. So everybody was here. We watched that season already in 2020 with Miss Ashley Cat. Okay? So, God, I just don't understand how people think that people have been doing this shit on the internet for years and they think they're gonna be the one to find it, y'all. Every single fucking time. They are going to be the one to find it. Wild. I would have to commit new crimes for you to get anything on me that I didn't say myself. So, right. It's so, God, Lily. Hi, Jason Crime. I'm always mind blown that they think they're doing something. This is coming from somebody that said that Cole Jr. was not Lisa's child. Also, Victoria, don't you speak on, like, Lisa's kids pretty often? Current events. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, Cole Jr. is not Lisa's kid, y'all. Lawyer Boss said so. The fuck? I don't know. Yep. And she said it confidently with her whole chest. Lawyer Boss, you could dirty delete all you want. Everything you do is being recorded. You know? It's naps. Let me tell you something. I heard a rumor about, I can't say, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. She was gonna take Lisa for a spa day and get her teeth fixed. She was the only one that could save Lisa Richard. Okay. Also, hey, Lawyer Boss. Just so you know, her name is Lisa Richard. There's not an S there. My suggestion is if you're gonna try to defend yourself on an alt in your comments, you might wanna use the right hashtag, because some people are a lot quicker than you give them credit for. How are you gonna use the hashtag that you use on your account, on the account that isn't supposed to be you, but you're always defending yourself in the comments? Anybody get that? How embarrassing. I know, it's crazy. I guess nobody wants to talk to her, so she's got to talk to herself. Big mad. She's big mad that Jess said something to KB. Like, why would Jess come to you? You know, some of us have relationships with her. Like, we're friends with her. JC, something tells me it's gonna be a long time. Something tells me it's gonna be a long time before we're extradited. It could never. You hear me? It could never be me. I don't... She was big mad. I don't know why. I don't know why it's shocking to her that Jess didn't use her platform to speak on the sister that she has said over and over and over she's not gonna do it anymore. Did y'all miss that? Jess said, I don't know, maybe right after the 302, she said she was not involving herself in her grown sister's shit. Yep, Kelly, I apologize. That was like 8 months ago, Lawyer Boss. How do you not know that? So if she chooses to go to somebody else that could get the information to the masses, that's her fucking prerogative. And if you've been watching for any length of time, you would know that it doesn't matter what Jess says on her platform. People fucking hate it or love it anyway. She gets shit for it anyway, which is why she doesn't do it at all. It is a lose-lose for her. Everybody knows that. Why are you always the last to know? Like everything, literally everything. Exactly. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy to me. But she thinks she's doing something rage baiting over there like a motherfucker. Some of us have more important shit to do than be in your comments. Sorry. Right. I'm hoping. I need it. I was talking to somebody about that this morning when they said, you're going to have to get up and get some coffee. And those days are never good for me. Whenever I get like open my phone and it's you might want to get some coffee, it's an immediate no, because then it just means fuck my life, you know. Yes, Lori, they have begun the process. Whether she gets evicted or not, I don't know. Anya, it's super weird to me. It is super weird to me. No, it wasn't you. I'm going to, well, I have the boarding school trial. And then after that, I'm probably going to do that. And then go. Ninja, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. And I tried, actually, to comment on one of your videos. And the comments were off. Oh, she's already been evicted, but they didn't issue the writ yet? Is that what it is? I haven't looked, to be honest. I just want to know where the money goes. I'm sorry, I missed that. CJ, different program, same thing. We do the same work in that area. Right, that's what I thought. Oh, you're good, Lily. I forgot what I was just going to say. There was a comment I was thinking of. Right, the court date is in March, right? So I don't see it going well. But you know, I will make one thing clear. She's not going to Andy's. Lori, that's not happening. And yeah. She's not, it's not an option at all in any way, shape, or form. I do too, Christina, because where else could the money be going? But hi, at this current point in time, Andy is in prime position to take full custody. She did, Laylee. I think it was November. It might have been the beginning of November when I got the screenshots about the RV. I agree. I agree. I can't imagine. Yeah, Donna, 100%. And when I saw it, that is one. Okay. I hope you're all right. I know you got a shit ton of snow up there. Yeah, give it talk. The outfit. Okay, the outfit that she was wearing. Did y'all see that? Green Art Girl. I promise that. If I saw that somebody did post on her Reddit, that I will have somebody come in and take those dogs, and they will be given a proper life. Right? she's too spiteful to do that. So realistically, it's probably going to be another, she'll be evicted and animal control will come in and take them and I will get them that way. So, I personally, a responsible pet owner, would want better for them, right? No, Holly. She was supposed to be paying her rent, and I don't know what she's been doing, because with his fiance, E Savage, you know it. Come on. Hold on. Yikes, dude.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I love Supernatural Nikki.
So as usual, I got this Mickey Mouse.
I'm gonna show y'all, okay? Because Lord, adulting. She missed all adulting. Like we got a long way to go till you get to 101 for this one. You know.
Oh, you think it's funny? We're not a little.
Now I'm not one to. But girl, come on. Let's be real here, okay? It blows my mind that I am older than these people. She probably sold them. I'm older than them. All of them. I did see that. Sorry, Riley. I did see that, and I was wondering why she put the peas in there. Is it just me? Is it just me that, like, I was like, peas, tuna, mayo, anyone? Because I was like, why, what? Maybe a pasta salad. I put peas in pasta salad, like a regular pasta salad with, like, tomatoes and stuff. But peas, tuna, pasta, and oh, really? And mayo? No, not the peas. I could have probably said celery. I could have probably thought celery was normal. Canned peas at that. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, cheese. You're right. There was cheese. Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Celery I could see. Celery I can almost, you know, but I do like celery. I know. Right. I don't know, but yeah, she didn't. So I'm allergic to mushrooms, but I do make a pasta salad with like tomatoes, broccoli, peas, mozzarella, and pasta, like rotini. But throw up. I know. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me, you know? Okay. Oh, so you frozen peas. There is a difference. You're right. Yeah, I'm allergic to mushrooms. Yeah. I know. My daughter, I was talking to my daughter last night, and she was like, I was asking her what, because she's been cooking in her dorm. So I was like, well, what'd you eat? And she said lobster ravioli. Now, just for everybody to understand, my kids were born and raised in New York, right? New York City, where the food is superior. Their family is very, like, my ex-husband's side of the family is very Italian. Everybody owns catering companies, super, like, everybody can cook, right? So my daughter was saying that she made lobster ravioli. She went to Trader Joe's and got Trader Joe's lobster ravioli. And I was telling her, she was like, you know, when the lobster just tastes sweet, and she was like, oh, I forgot, I'm allergic to shellfish. But I was telling her, you should fry them, deep fry them. They might be better, because now she's got this huge bag of lobster ravioli and she doesn't like it. So I was telling her, you know how they, like, you fry raviolis? I was telling her, try it with that. Yeah, I'm allergic to bees. I'm allergic to shellfish. I'm allergic to cranberries. And I'm allergic to mushrooms. But so, but my daughter has always been I used to have to make 2 separate dinners because she's never really been a meat eater. Yeah, you and me both, Lily. I've never, she loves pesto, my daughter. She's never been a meat eater. Amen, Lily. Even when my kids were little, my son would eat steak, always wanted steak. She always wanted pasta. So now she's more like a pescatarian. She eats a lot of fish. But it's crazy how that, like, I expected as she grew up, it would change a little bit, right? But nope, she's always been that way her entire life. Even, like, as a baby. My ex-husband is. So, true story, my ex-husband slipped on ice. He slipped on ice a couple of, my God, years ago. Right, carrying groceries in the house, he slipped on ice, and I thought his ankle was broken. Like, I had never seen an ankle swell up like that, and I was like, you have to go to the hospital, go to the ER, get an x-ray, whatever. Now, he's allergic to opiates in general, and at the time, I was on Oxy, right? So I gave him a quarter of an Oxy, and he vomited for 4 fucking days. Went into the deli that we owned at the time, green, literally, in the face. A quarter. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. My son is allergic to sulfa drugs. He can't take any sulfa drugs. He'll still tell you to this day that I tried to kill him. Do they? I only used to get sick when I used to take too many of them. See? I'm sorry, though. Yeah. So, but listen to me. I'm always so grateful, right? Because, like, at the time, I would if I had to deal with CPS, I had a legal prescription to cover my ass. So I'm so grateful. Everything happens for a reason, right? Him being allergic to opiates was the best thing. Because if he wasn't, he would have been taking them too. You know what I mean? So I'm always glad that he was allergic. How did I? I got clean. I went to detox. I went to treatment. And you guys got to remember, when I originally got clean, it was a really different time. I had 8 doctors. I was getting thousands of pills a day, a month. I literally had a calendar that I had to write refill dates on because I couldn't remember. I couldn't keep up with it. But at that time, it was easy, right? It was possible. Still to this day, I could walk into a doctor and get anything I want because my back is completely fucked. It has been since I was 27, which is how I was able to get the meds that I got anyway, right? It's just, and there are people that could take that medication for decades and they don't become addicts. It's strange, but and I like, it's not like I grew up. Live your life. I'll be like 100% real with you. My back didn't hurt at all in Florida. At all. Okay? When I came up here, it is like the weather, it affects me so much more here. And I'll be honest, when I took myself off 100, and I used to think it was a myth. I say that all the time. People used to tell me that they moved south and they're back to, and I'd be like, what? Ain't no fucking way. And it wasn't until I experienced that I understood. But they wanted me to have a surgery when I was 27 because my L-spine my discs, they were not there, non-existent. As a matter of fact, I like to blame it on because I spent so long in the corner, right? Now, my L-spine, they wanted me to do the artificial discs, but I was 27. So they were like, we're going to do it, but you're probably going to have it done again. Right? I should have done it then because I was probably eating enough oxy to kill an elephant, but I didn't. But when I took opiates out of my diet, if you will, I found that I wasn't in as much pain as I thought I was. Does that make sense? Like, it was like my brain was telling me I needed more, but I didn't. In the 3 years that I lived in Florida, I would say maybe one day my back hurt. Maybe one day. But this morning when I got out of bed, I could barely walk. So it's strange because I also have scoliosis. So I have 2 curves in my spine, right? My L spine, I have degenerative discs for how many years? I had arthritis in my spine at 27. The way that I shift my weight, right? Now all of my discs have degenerated because you compensate, right? With the way you shift your weight. So the doctor told me then, he was like, you're going to start to have knee problems and it'll be your hip and your knee if I didn't do the artificial discs, right? And I was like, I'm not doing that. You're going to have to do it again. I'll just wait for you to do it later, right? And now I feel it in my knees. So I know it happens. But I really think that when you are an addict, I feel like I think the people that aren't addicts don't have that thing in their brain telling them more. You know what I'm saying? But but I don't feel it the way I do here in Florida. That's the one thing that I know 1000%. And it just, I deal with it. Right, Chrissy, exactly. And there are, like today, I still got up. I still did it. And I said, I'm going back to Florida. I said this, I say it a lot, right? Because I think that, like, when I overdose, the only thing that I know with, like, every fiber in my being is that I don't want a rig in my arm. Right? Other things can change and things are different and like will be subject to change. But that I am 100% confident about. Like, that's the only thing in life that I know is that I don't want to live like that. It does. It does. I'm telling you. It really, and I thought it was a myth. It's the craziest shit. I thought that it was a thing. I don't know. It's really strange. My mom had 2 fusions, and that was a brutal recovery to watch. The hardware got infected, and we had to hang IV bags at the house. It is. CJ, and listen, I say this a lot too, where I've been on both sides of it. I've been the addict, and I've been the one to love an addict. And loving the addict is so much harder. Oh man, I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, and I just know that I know that's not what I want. That's all, because the addict numbs themselves. They don't feel the damage. They don't recognize what they're doing to the people around them. But having like a front seat and watching that, it is so different. And I really think that changed things for me mentally, because I understood what my loved ones would feel like if I did that to them. Does that make sense? I just, so that's like not an option. And I don't even, it's not even a thought to me. Same. That's what I'm saying. And normally, that's such a good way to put it. When I normally relapse, right? I don't stop. I'm gone. In a year, you'll see me, right? I don't, and my last, like when I overdose, it wasn't even like a question. I was miserable. I felt like deep guilt and like shame. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, right?
Power on.
Sorry. My mom was diagnosed with cancer the week before I overdosed, right? So if I continued to use, I missed it, I'm sorry. If I continued to use, I would have never been there for my mother. And then that would have had a catastrophic reaction to me. I would have continued using because of it. I wouldn't have been able to live with it. You know what I mean? Listen, what I will say is this. I missed what I was gonna... I will say this. I have a lot of ties to people in the treatment industry, right? When just recently, right, for a long time, there was no people coming into detox and testing positive for the derivative that is H. If you know what that is, you know what it is. In the last 5-6 months, there's been a shift, meaning more people are coming in testing with oh no, I'm sorry, testing positive for that derivative than they are F. Do you need me to explain that some more, or do you get what I'm saying? Mercer's rough. Oh, I love that. You're good. I'm about to end anyway. Right. You know what I mean, right? Like what? Okay. So when you test positive for like what the metabolite, if you will, of what they're looking for when they're testing you for H, that's come back. People in detoxes hadn't seen it in a screen in years. And now it's coming back, which is strange. Isn't that strange? I missed it. I'm sorry. There's so much, y'all. It's not easy. It's not easy being an addict in recovery, especially if you're a chronic pain patient, right? Because they get a lot of there's a lot of stigma attached there. And there is a very big difference between treating pain and addiction. I just want to be clear. I missed it. I hate these comments, y'all. Exactly, E Savage. That's exactly what it means. Yeah, absolutely. No problem with it at all. You want to know why? Do you want to know why I don't worry about it? Because I know what my intentions are. And intentions are everything when it comes to karma. I don't worry about my karma. At all. Not even a little bit. Everything that I do with good intentions. Absolutely. They're always made known. Always. What do you need, Pity Paws? That doesn't mean that that's not, but I didn't say loving. I said good intentions. There's a difference. Oh, you're good. Email would be better. Hi, Aaron. How are you? I'm about to end. I've been live longer than I wanted to. And just so we're 1,000% on the same page here, right? I never strike first. Ever. You can't find one person that I addressed just out of nowhere. It'll never happen. I also, you'd be surprised how much I hold back. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of that. Not a single bit of it. Just not. Because I don't, Tracy. It's not the way I go. And you never will. You never will. There are plenty of people that still to this day beg for my attention. They don't get it. Right. It's Leslie. Right. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. I really don't give a shit. And that's what's so funny to me. Like, instead of going around talking shit, why don't you ask me? Because I'll tell you. I'll tell you. No. That's not correct. Who said, do you think that I think I'm God? That's odd. Maybe 7 will explain it more, you know? I don't demand apologies anyway, so I don't know what you're talking about. Do I tell people, I'll see you for an apology? Yeah, because guess what? Let me explain something to you. The videos that I post, they aged like fine wine. You could go back to a video that I posted 3 years ago, and it will still ring true today. I know, TT. I'm not worried about it. I really don't give a shit, to be honest. And I don't demand anything. I just keep it moving. But let me ask you this. Do you think, let's use Victoria as an example. Do you think that there aren't her victims giving me the proof that I need to speak for them? Hi, Kim. How are you? Right. And I'm like, let's be real. I missed it. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't want to start a whole thing in the chat. I really don't care. Good. I'm glad. I really don't give a shit, to be honest. You asked the question and I answered it. Do you have another one? On my YouTube channel. Because I could guarantee you that I get... Do you know how many messages I get daily I'm just going to be real daily. It took me half a day to go through the 500 DMs that I had on this account, and my backup still has a shit ton more. Do you know how many messages I get of people thanking me for what I do? Just like rough, period stuff. It's going to become a thing now. Hi, Paula, how are you? I'm going to guess that you don't know. Do you know how many people I have helped get clean, sober, work through a relapse, get out of DV situations? Who said I was perfect? Oh, hold up, chat. Who the fuck said I was perfect? What the fuck? Have I ever claimed to be perfect? What the fuck? I was just wondering. Like, what are you talking about? I disagree with people all the time. All the time. I don't even know who you are. Let that sink in. Right, it's weird. Do you think do I give off? You, Miss Absolute, I hope you find it, baby. I hope you find it. Honestly. I hope that you could be the one person in 5 years to talk about anything in my life that I have not addressed because I know that I'm not perfect. I don't care who you are. Honestly, I really don't. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's crazy to me. So, I'll wish you luck. I hope that you are the one person to discover it all. Good luck. What I will say is that 7 will be dropped sometime this week, and then I'm getting back to finishing my book, right? So, brownie points if you find something to talk about that is not discussed in the book that I wrote. Lord. Me too. Hell, I just gotta finish editing it.
I figured I'd come up since nobody else has. Gotta make a statement, to the little one that is in the comment. I did. Villain has always said that she fucks up all the time.
All the time. Every day.
She's never said that she's perfect.
Ever?
Like, where do you get your shit from?
I don't know. Seems like somebody has the wrong idea.
Well, this person can't expect to take toilet paper, wipe their ass, and see the answer.
Wait, you know what? It seems a little weird because it looks like they're making judgments, right? Isn't that they came in here asking about if I was worried about facing my maker, and I said absolutely not, because I move with good intentions, right?
Right. Well, if they're so big bad in the freaking comments, take a box, bitch. Take a fucking box. She's always said that anybody wants to come up and talk and have a conversation, there's a fucking box. Come up and have a box.
It's not my problem, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's really not. But I'm really not. I'm not worried about it.
No. That's the spit that we find on the bottom of our
weird. I think that I never, ever in the history have claimed to be perfect. Never. No. Not one time.
I don't ever recall you've always said that you're not even close to perfect.
Right. That's what I thought. I don't know.
Well, everybody
I just tell the truth in a world full of shitty people that lie. And I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable or gives you a little bit of bad vibes. Maybe it's something you're not used to. That isn't my problem.
Hey, can I say a saying?
Sure.
I still haven't gotten a payment or an apology.
Face.
That's funny as fuck. Not even an apology.
Oh no, because they're not the problem, you know.
Never.
Crazy.
But yeah, they should take a box. It ain't that hard.
But listen, I'm not going to keep doing this and allow you to twist shit. Nobody is twisting anything. It's not my fault.
Like the
that
truth.
You think, number one, that I would be worried about it because I'm not, which I answered you, correct?
Well, look at this. Like, here's the thing about life. When you fuck up, fix it and apologize.
Simple.
Like, that's it's just like if you fuck up, you ask God for forgiveness. It's that easy. Like that easy. None of this would have happened if she would have just said, look, I'm sorry. I thought wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. I pulled the hair out of my ass and got an ego. I don't know what was wrong. I'm sorry. Like, hello.
I needed to protect myself so that people didn't know that I was letting Lisa use my Cash App. It would have been so simple. So simple.
She's got gross behavior.
Amen. But if you want to continue this conversation where I can tell you how wrong you are, or whatever, you want other people to tell you how wrong you are, I really don't care. Listen, Miss Absolute, you're missing. I don't get busted, honey.
Look, let me tell you what. If Villain has done a sin, that's between her and God. And if she has asked for forgiveness, that's between her and God. That has nothing to do with you, period, dot.
Amen, Sherry. But that's not the thing. I don't get busted.
No, but, I mean, hypothetically, if you ever would have, whatever, that's between you and God. That is not, that does not have
but that's not, it's just the way that, I'm not like that. I always admit what I've done.
Yeah, and you tell the
and
truth.
I will never, you hear me? I will never give somebody the opportunity to beat me to it. It will never happen. If there is something that I've done that I needed to answer for, I'd be the first motherfucker to get on this live and say it myself.
Breezy, yes, I did. Period, dot.
Period, dot.
But I mean, it frustrates me because if anybody does wrong, that's not for anybody else to say shit about.
100%.
That's between them and God. Period. Like
I crack jokes about it all the time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this so little Miss Victoria can hear. The trauma you caused on your children is still very much alive with them. That is going to live with them every day for the rest of their life, whether you heal from it or not. If they heal from it or not, it's going to live with them. Eat those words. It will live forever.
And send her $30 back.
Please, my $30 back.
Yeah.
You've said it before. It's only $30. Bitch, you have my Cash App. Come on.
Stewie, there's going to be something. She's going to go find it. You know what? You want me to help you along?
I know what it is.
I don't, because I don't care, community. That's how confident I am.
No,
yeah.
I know what it is. You let the dog out, did not hold a Ziploc bag under while it pissed.
Miss Absolute, I'm not worried about it. I told you that. Are you done diverting my chat now?
Miss Absolute, you're disgusting. You're nasty. You've got nasty behavior. People who sit with you are the same. You're nasty. Nasty ass bitch. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before I get in trouble.
Have a good day.
She's gross behavior and you got nasty ass bitch behavior.
Amen.
Like, go sit down in the corner.
Right.
Bye.
It was good, Corey. I hope you guys had a good one too. Yeah, it's so strange to me. It's so weird to me. I don't know non-vegan res. Miss Absolute. They got all the facts. And they came in here and asked if I was worried about being judged the way I judged others. And I said no, because I always make moves with good intentions. I know. Isn't it? Like, come in here and jack the whole conversation up. We were having a good time. But I promise you that there's a reason why I move the way I move. I don't just pull a name out of a hat. I don't do that. No idea. So, whatever, you know. I don't know, 143K. I hope that she's the one to find it. It's super strange to me. I know. Everybody loves them, and I'm so glad. And, yeah, it's super strange to me that like, it's weird. It's weird. You got blocked because we had enough of your bullshit. Right. Much bigger and better have tried. Much bigger and better. You hear me? Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. We're kind of over it, you know? We're over it. Do you know how many times people dig into my shit? Honestly. Like, just think about that for a second. In the last 5 years, almost, right? Do you have any idea how many people have been digging tirelessly, looking for something that they can hurt me with? Can you even imagine every single time it's a swing and a miss? I am who I say I am. And I have never said that I am perfect. Never, not one time. As a matter of fact, I pretty much stand on the fact that I'm not perfect and I fuck up all the time. However, we don't gotta live like that no more. I very much stand on that truth. So I don't really know what you're talking about. It's super weird to me. Super embarrassing. I don't know what you're talking about. So better luck next time on a different account, I guess, you know? Right. It's weird to me. It's weird. It is easier to live truthfully, Tracy. And that's just the truth of it. And I've also said this a million times. I have a little bit of like a control thing, right? If in the back of my mind, I thought for a fucking second that a bitch was going to get on this here internet and best me, I'd have done it long ago. I'd have done it long ago. Because I will never give somebody that type of power over me. Never gonna happen. So, sorry. I wish you luck, you know. Sucks, you know. It could never be me. Better luck next time, though, you know. I would. You want to waste your time? You could waste your time. Just be honest. It's just never gonna happen. People in this chat have tried digging on me. I am exactly who I say I am. Weird. But I was just talking about an overdose a half hour ago. Where the fuck did you get perfection from? Naps. Period. Dot. Hi, OG. I'm ending. Somebody in the chat asked if I was worried that I was going to be judged the way I judged others. I said no. I guess they didn't like that answer. And then it just went to weird shit. Mm-hmm. Stewie, did I demand an apology from you? Anybody in the chat, Naps, did I demand an apology from you? Anybody that I've been on opposing sides of once upon a time? Did I ever demand anything out of y'all? The only thing that I demand is you don't be a piece of shit on Beyonce's internet. That's it. That's all I ask. And if you are, in fact, going to be a piece of shit on the internet, don't lie about me, and I won't feel the need to dig up all your dirty deeds. Thank you, Charlotte. It's so fucking strange. Anyway, period. Dot, babe. Right. Simple. All right, y'all. I am getting off the fucking internet because that was it. Aaron, right, there's so many people in the chat where at one point in time, we were on opposite sides of shit, dude. I don't demand apologies out of people. It's not my fault if you choose to sit on the wrong side of something. And even those people I give grace to. The only thing that's going to get me talking about you is some bitch that did the shit that Victoria did, hopping on the fucking internet and fixing her mouth to lie about me, knowing that she's a dirty bitch. Anybody else, I really don't give a fuck about, honestly. Fuck. Everybody, don't be a piece of shit today. Don't hop in a chat asking hypocritical questions when the answers are all very much on my YouTube channel. For anybody that thinks that I think I'm perfect, you're going to have to do some homework. I have never claimed to be perfect, but I own my flaws. I take accountability for my wrongs, and I try to be a better person the next day by being of service to people that don't have voices on the fucking internet.